Good morning, I'm Sharla McBride, and you're watching PA Harness Week. I'm here at the lovely Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs this week, and I'll be talking with a guy you may not see often, but if you're here at the Pocono track, you hear him all of the time. I'll have his story. He's the voice of the Poconos coming up, plus all the harness racing highlights you can handle in this week's show. We've got what could be the best free-for-all race ever, so says Steve Ross. It's the Roll with Joe Stakes and the Art Escape from Tioga, and a world record at Pocono. Plus, I'll catch up with track announcer Jim Beviglia, and Kelly has a chat with driver Mike Simons. It's racing's fastest paced half hour, and it all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 55 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hey there, Kemosabe, and welcome to another edition of Pahawi, as we call it affectionately, because of course everything today is acronyms, but it means PA Harness Week. And along with this lovely, vivacious creature to my left, Heather Vitale, I'm the old withered creature in this old body. I'm Steve Ross.
Aw, you are not. I only look vivacious because I have all this yellow on. I can't decide if I look like a big, gigantic banana or a little school bus.
Or Big Bird. Or Medium Bird.
Thanks, yeah. Bigger.
No problem.
Okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You look great, though.
Thanks.
You really do. Okay. All right, we're going to get right to the action, and why waste any time? Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It was a goodie. It was for preferred mares, and we have our preferred mare to cover that for you. Here's Heather.
You're making up for the Big Bird comment. Anyway, again, ladies, first on the show, again this week, the purse, $25,000, number 2 is Rock and Soul. She's a 6-5 favorite, and she's looking for her 3rd win in a row. And then there's number 5, Romantic Moment. 2-1 second choice, lightly raced so far in 2013. This is only her 5th start of the season. And then number 1 is Lori Please. She's been super this season for trainer Mike Hall.
Side by side on the inside, Lori Please and Rock and Soul really firing there as they strive for the engine. Rock and Soul takes it now from Lori Please. Romantic Moment into a gap there, 3rd to ahead of 4 Stars Row, then another 2 to Naughty till the end, 5th. Marie Zetam is 6th at the back, Major Look and the trailer Bill Maher Scooter. And here comes Romantic Moment to take on Rock and Soul. It's going to be a very quick opening panel, 26-4. And up top now, Romantic Moment swoops to the lead here for Andrew McCarthy. Had a big 3-year-old season, looking to break through this year. Is on top now by a length and a quarter over Rock and Soul. The 6-5 favorite has won back-to-back at Pocono, is positioned perfectly for Kakali. Lori Please is 3rd. Then comes 4 Stars Row, who's been doing well at Yonkers. Naughty till the end, 5th. Marie Zetam to the outside, giving cover to Major Look, and Bill Maher Scooter the trailer. The half is 55 even, 28-1, second panel. And Romantic Moment now opening up to a lead of about 2.5 lengths, and McCarthy not asking there. Rock and Soul has to respond. Kakali gets her closer once again. 4 Stars Row now brushing on the outside, making a nice move here for Drury. It's Lori Please 4th, followed by Naughty till the end, then Marie Zetam, Bill Maher Scooter, and Major Look. And suddenly that lead is dwindling for Romantic Moment at 3/4 and 1, 22-1, 27-1 there on the back. Romantic Moment, the lead just a half ahead now over 4 Stars Row, continues to come after her. Rock and Soul still right there, then Lori Please 4th. Top of the stretch, Romantic Moment. McCarthy trying to get more from her now. Inside, here comes Rock and Soul. From between horses, Lori Please is closing. Romantic Moment, Rock and Soul, these two to the line. Romantic Moment will not be denied.
Romantic Moment scores her first win of the season and does it in front-end fashion. She fought off bids by 4 Stars Row, who came first up, and then also the favorite, Rock and Soul, was like right there on her back in a 2-hole trip, but Romantic Moment able to get to the wire first by a neck in 150-2 with Andrew McCarthy in the bike for trainer Jimmy Tactor. Rock and Soul was like a super close second. Lori Please did pick up the show money.
Alrighty, and our Kelly Connors caught up with driver Mike Simons, who is red hot up in Pocono. Let's watch.
Thanks, guys. We are here with Pocono driver Mike Simons, who started out first job working in the kitchen down in Lexington, Kentucky at the track. Mike, how did that lead to you getting into the sulky?
Well, when I was 15, I got a job. I was at the track kitchen, and one thing led to another. The guy that had the track kitchen also had horses, so on the weekends I would go to his barn and clean harness, walk hot horses, and things like that. And just one thing led to another.
So you were first generation then. Advantages, disadvantages there?
A little of both, and disadvantages. It's you know, obviously it'd been a great school if my father had a stable of horses that I could take off driving with. But on the other hand, when you earn your own drives and you get them one at a time, you learn to appreciate it a little more, I think.
So we did the math. We're fast forwarding a little bit. Your 25th season here at Pocono. Talk to about some of the changes that you've seen to take us to present day.
Well, there's been a lot of changes. Yeah, it's been right around 25 years. Gone by quick, I'll tell you that much. But just a ton of changes from the paddock right on down to the purse structure. But it's all been for the good, that's for sure. I'd have never dreamed I'd be in this situation right now 25 years ago, that's for sure.
You must love what you're doing. What would you say you do love about your job and the sport that you keep on?
Oh, it's just great being around the horses. I mean, most of my horses have been around in my barn for a little longer than a year, and you do get attached to them. And but just being around them, they kind of turn into pets at times, and you look forward to seeing them every morning.
I'm sure they look forward to seeing you too, and we love seeing you in the winner's circle. We wish you luck throughout the season, and thanks so much for catching up with us.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Mike Simons, and continued success to you. Stay with us when we come back. We're going to stay at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. There is more Preferreds coming at you, this time a trot, featuring one of our favorites, Uncle Peter. Don't go away.
Uncle Peter is still on top of his game here by about 2, even with the fast fraction.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Welcome back, and as promised, Saturday's 8th at Pocono was a preferred trot. Got some good, serious horse flesh in here. 25 dimes on the line. Number 5, Uncle Peter, with Jim Morrill Jr. from the Jimmy Tactor Barn, was 3-5. Number 1, Undercover Strike, which, depending upon, could be either pleasurable or painful, depending upon who you're under the cover with and how the strike goes. Anyway, 8-5 with Andrew McCarthy. The rest, all double-digit bombers from another ionosphere.
Anthony Napolitano just cutting Tui loose and taking his chances here with the mare. Inside Keystone Thomas from third comes Uncle Peter coming off a second in the Maxi Lee. The 3-5 favorite brushes past Tui to take over the lead. Back fourth is Undercover Strike in from the Meadowlands with serious late kick. Then on the outside there, like a bat out of hell, looking to flush cover, and he will from Undercover Strike. Sixth is Tall Cotton. Then further back to Lightning Storm, Big Sky Storm, and Opening Night. The half 55-1, 28-3 second panel. Up top is Uncle Peter going willingly for Morrill, now separating as Tui starts to backtrack there. On the outside, Undercover Strike staying with the leader, actually gaining just a bit, about 2 away. Inside fourth there is Keystone Thomas, like a bat out of hell, couldn't keep up with the cover. Further back to Tall Cotton. It's still Uncle Peter on top with Undercover Strike sliding into the pocket for cover. 3/4, 122-4, 27-3 third panel, and Uncle Peter is still on top of his game here by about 2, even with the fast fractions. Inside Undercover Strike no longer closing. Top of the stretch, Uncle Peter by 2.5, and still Morrill hasn't asked him for anything here.
Well, number 8, Tui, hocked his way right to the front, 26-3. Yes, trotters, hello. Meanwhile, Uncle Peter, who got away third, said, Ain't got no time for that. Or as Uncle Peter might say, oh, no one's got the proper allocation of time necessary to pull off such a daunting task, as it were. I don't know why we do Uncle Peter's in English, but it's fun, and fun is still the best thing to have, right? Okay. Anyway, from there on, it was a trot in the park for Uncle Peter here by 4 in 1, 51 and 4. Hello!
World record time.
World record time. You're on top of that, babe. These were trotters. Undercover Strike got the belly, just eking out. Number 2, the horse who's got that English muffin fetish, Keystone Thomas, who went off at 25-1 with Joe Pavia Jr. Amazing. And now for the 10th on Saturday's card, here's Heather.
How do I follow that? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, yes, preferred pace, $25,000. Number 1 is Bet on the Law. Even money favorite, has had 10 starts this year with 5 wins. And number 3 is Do Me That Again, getting a lot of respect at 8-5. Marcus Miller is in the bike with this one. And then number 6 is Jepson Hanover. He was racing at Yonkers and then returned to Pocono in his last start. Really was impressive in that last race, and he was 3rd. So he's, I'll do an English accent, he's one to watch in here.
Underway, Winsong Harley on the inside showing early. Outside holding all the cards, also moving up there. It's a slight lead for Winsong Harley, but not long. Holding all the cards, takes over now. Outside Mickey Hanover is 3rd, followed by Bet on the Law. Then it's Do Me That Again pacing 5th. Further back to Jepson Hanover, and Mr. Hassani is the trailer. Holding all the cards on top, but Mickey Hanover now ranging up on the outside the quarter. His 26 1/5. Mickey Hanover has won in this class before and steps to the front now for Dan Dubé, past holding all the cards. Inside 3rd, Winsong Harley, who's coming off a nice win at Yonkers. It goes single file to Bet on the Law, the even money favorite off a 2nd last time. And now Bet on the Law moves 1st over. Do Me That Again, quick to pick up that cover. Also out there, Jepson Hanover. On the inside, 7th there is Mr. Hassani, about 6 back. The half mile is 54 3, 28 2, second panel. And now Mickey Hanover dealing with Bet on the Law, who takes a slight lead here for Joe Pavia Jr. Now clears 1st over. Here comes Do Me That Again and Marcus Miller, about 2.5 away. Nowhere for holding all the cards to go on the inside. Picking up the cover out there, Jepson Hanover. Further back to Mr. Hassani. Up top, it's Bet on the Law by about 1.5 lengths. Pavia trying to keep that big lead. 3/4, 121 3, 27 even on the back. It's Bet on the Law with the lead. Do Me That Again continues to advance there. Jepson Hanover is firing from far back. Mr. Hassani, top of the stretch. Bet on the Law, still there by about 1.5 lengths. Jepson Hanover is a bullet train out in the center of the track. Mr. Hassani closing well. It's Jepson Hanover flying home.
There were a couple lead changes early on, but then Bet on the Law, he comes up really powerful first up, and it's like a 27-second quarter. He just couldn't really hang on. It was Jepson Hanover coming from behind, and when I watch this race, I keep thinking of Wayne's World. Do you remember when they used to go, shoo-wing? When I watched Jepson Hanover in the race, like coming down the stretch, that's what I thought, shoo-wing! Anyway, he wins in 1:49 1. It was a career best. Andrew McCarthy, again, he makes another appearance on today's show. This time, it pays $20.20. Mr. Hassani was 2nd at 34-1 odds, and then Bet on the Law was there for 3rd.
Alrighty, our Sharla McBride caught up with Pocono track announcer Jim Beviglia, who's one of the top guys in the business. Everybody remembers his memorable call from the 2010 Breeders' Crown. Ooh, that was great.
Rock and roll heaven.
Rock and roll heaven. It was awesome. And Sharla caught up with Jim. Here's the interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the one and only, the track announcer, Jim Beviglia, here at the Poconos. Jim, you had the pleasure of calling the Breeders' Crown back in 2010. What was that experience like for you?
It was one of a kind. You know, it was only my 3rd year calling races, so they get the opportunity to do that so early in my race calling career was really something special. And just the excitement, all the people here, and all the races were fantastic. We had a beautiful night that night, so it's something I'll never forget.
And we all will never forget the call you did with Rock and Roll Heaven. Take me back through that amazing call.
Well, the preface to that is that the only time in my career I've ever lost my voice, I lost my voice the night before the Breeders' Crown. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get through it. Luckily, Sam McKee was here from the Meadowlands, called the races with me. We split them up. If I had to do them all, I don't know if I would have got through them. But it was the last race of the night. My voice was in shreds. I was just hoping I could get through it. And Rock and Roll Heaven put on just an amazing performance. He got to the three-quarter mark in an amazing time, and I think I said something like, you got to be kidding me when he hit the three-quarter pole. It just came out of me. So, and then once he came down the stretch, I don't even remember what I was saying. It was so exciting, but people always tell me that they enjoyed that call, so that's nice.
Rock and Roll Heaven clear by 2. 3 quarters, 119 and 4. 26 and 2. Are you kidding me here? Rock and Roll Heaven is out here by 4 full lengths, trying to stay close. Rocket Image, Fred and Ginger is third. At the top of the stretch, Rock and Roll Heaven is extending his lead.
It was exciting, and you got to experience that excitement once. Most people don't get to experience it twice, but you're going to get that chance this fall. What are you anticipating for this fall?
It's in the time since then, for the first time we had the Breeders' Crown, the track has gotten even faster, or the horses have gotten faster. I don't know what it is, but I'm expecting times. I mean, if we get a nice night, we've been flirting with 148 miles. We could even go down into 147 with the Pacers, maybe a trotter down in the 150 area. It's just going to be so fast. And what I've seen so far, the competition within all the different divisions, I've seen so many great horses. We have Sire Stakes coming up this weekend. We have another batch of great horses coming in. I think the competition this year is just going to be off the charts, so it should be a blast.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I know you are too. Yes. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sharla, and thank you, Jim Beviglia. We look forward to your exciting calls coming up in the 2013 Breeders' Crown. Oh, I'm so excited. Is that October, 19th, I think?
Yeah, I think so. It's on my calendar. Everything has to be on paper, so I have to look at it.
It'll be awesome, okay?
Never up here.
Never. Stick around when we come back. Action from right here at Harris Philly, so don't go away.
Dream Out Loud sees his lead diminishing. Now it's just a length as Perrito Caliente takes up the chase more aggressively.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi, welcome back to PA Harness Week. This lovely woman next to me is Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross. You know who you are. And they had racing here on Saturday. The 9th was the feature. It was a goodie, condition pace. Non-winners of $22,000 in their last 5 starts and 23 dimes on the line. Number 4, Bettor's Glass with Dan Dubé. 7-5 chalk. Number 2, Perrito Caliente, which, as you know, means hot dog in Spanish.
I didn't know that.
It sounds a lot classier when you see Perrito Caliente than hot dog, please.
First you're English and now you're Spanish.
There you go.
Look at you.
I'm multicultural. Okay. With the Minister of Speed, George Brennan, number 5, Dream Out Loud with Eric Goodell. We're both 5-2. And with a call, our buddy and a top guy in his own right, James Withright.
They're off. Dream Out Loud was sent for the front along with Specialty Rocks to his outside. Second Wind moves through at the pegs to take third early on, and Specialty Rocks, widest of all, sticks an neck in front, pushing clear of Dream Out Loud, and Second Wind's a close-up third. Perrito Caliente is settled 5.5 lengths off the lead while fourth. And then it's a length and a half back. Too Easy again in fifth. Bettor's Glass is sixth, and I Like Dreamin' dropped out last of all, and is 11 lengths off a contested pace. Specialty Rocks has been overtaken by Dream Out Loud after a 26-4 first quarter. And with a circuit to go, Dream Out Loud extends the advantage to a length and 3/4. Specialty Rocks yielded to the pocket, and Second Wind's going to be pinned in as Perrito Caliente slides wide to head outer flow, and he's gained to within 2 3/4 of the lead. Montreal Teague has Easy again second over, behind pretty good cover to the half mile, the front 5 covered by 3.5 lengths. Bettor's Glass is 2 farther back, but second last. I Like Dreamin' as the tail ender. Still 7 lengths would cover the field after a 55 3/2 mile, and with 3/8 to go, Dream Out Loud Sees his lead diminishing. Now it's just a length as Perrito Caliente takes up the chase more aggressively. Special T Rocks holds pocket position but is slightly gapped, racing a length and 3/4 behind Dream Out Loud at the quarter pole. Easy Again's in a blind switch. Better's Glasses sweeping 3 wide with 3.5 to make up. Second Wind mired in traffic despite a good bit of pace. And I Like Dreamin' has 6 to make up from the rear of the field. 3/4 in, 123 flat, coming to the top of the stretch. Dream Out Loud's 2 in front. Perrito Caliente still giving chase, trying to hold second. Out wide, Better's Glasses is making good late gains. Here's the line. Dream Out Loud.
Dream Out Loud grabbed the lead just past the quarter, wired from there in 151 flat. Perrito Caliente got hung the entire mile, but was dead game and was second. Better's Glass was 2 back in third as the beaten chalk. I want to mention some great times that take place here at Harris Philly on Sunday. It's Family Fun Days, and there's always something really nifty going on, and you ought to come out here to Harris Philly. Something crazy and wonderful will happen, correct?
There's great deals on food and beverage, and they're having a lot of fun things that you can go out on the track, and they have activities out there, like between a couple of the races. So yeah, bring your kids out.
And you can bet your face off too, right?
That's always important.
It's very important.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Oh, the website. I want to talk about the website for a second.
I was going to talk about the website for a second.
No, I want to.
Oh,
I
okay,
want
sure.
to. Yes, it's HarnessWeek.com. I love our website so much. You know, if you miss one of the shows, which we hope that you don't, you can go right on to HarnessWeek.com. You can see all of our shows from the past.
It's archived, right?
Archived. You know, there's contests. You know, if you want to just say hi to us, send us a little email, HarnessWeek.com. So check us out.
And they can watch it anytime they want to, right?
That's right.
Pretty cool. Okay, stay with us. When we come back, we're going in the bike, and boy, do we got some races for you. We're going to Tioga. They had 2 major stakes races, the Art Escape and the Roll of Joe, which is, I guess I would have to say, arguably the greatest collection of free-for-all pacers in one race ever.
Oh, wait, can I just say something about that?
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And I know because we can say that because we have seen every single harness race ever in history. So we can say the next race coming up after the break is the best collection ensemble of open pacers ever in harness racing history. And I also want to add that the opinions of the talent may not be those of the Pennsylvania Harness Sportsmen's Association.
And I can also say that because my lips are moving and I'm saying it.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, you, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. As promised, we got big doings going on because it's time for Heather and me and you to go in the bike. All right, the first one we're going to cover is the 8th race at Tioga on Sunday. Woo! What a horse race, and Heather's got that one for you.
It's called the Roll with Joe. It's a $184,000 purse here. Number 4 is Better Than Cheddar. And yeah, I just want to mention, I would love to say something about every single horse in this race, but don't worry, I won't do that. Let me just pick out a few. Number 4, Better Than Cheddar, is the better's choice at 7-5. I was a little surprised about this. Like, he was huge in the Molson final in that last start. But, you know, even though he was big, he didn't win. And this is only his 2nd start of the year. So I was surprised he was getting, you know, so much from the betting public. Number 1 and 1A is an entry. Okay, Foiled Again and Sweet Lou. If you follow harness racing in the slightest, you know that if they're not even a betting entry, like if they're separated, they're still worth betting, okay? Yes. But now you've got 2 of them together for your money. Like, how do you not throw them into an exotic?
And the big story in Action News, boys and girls, is that Yannick Gingras got off the richest pacer.
Foiled Again,
and decided to drive?
Sweet Lou.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. And oh, by the way, some people said to Yannick, I hope Foiled Again beats you. And he's like, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. You know, he loves that horse. Number 3, Golden Receiver. He's had 8 wins out of 10 starts this season. Just totally was bullied around the racetrack at the Meadowlands in his last start. He fought so hard, and he was 7th in that last start, and was only beaten, though, by a couple lengths.
Yep.
So, you know, definitely still a great horse.
Past the half, 53-2, 27-2, second pedal, down the backside, Better Than Cheddar, sticks ahead in front, Sweet Lou on the inside second, racing third on the outside, Pet Rock, Golden Receiver, gapped out fourth, fifth on the outside, Rockin' Cam, 3/4, 120-1, who's it gonna be? On the inside, Sweet Lou, Better Than Cheddar, Pet Rock ready to go 3 wide, Rockin' Cam will be 4 wide, and into the stretch they come. On top, Better Than Cheddar. On the outside, it's Pet Rock coming on. Pet Rock foiled again, looking for daylight. Pet Rock.
Golden Receiver, who has this amazing gate speed. He leaves like a runner. It gets up to the front quickly. Doesn't take him long. But then he has to yield to Sweet Lou, who he has to just say, you know, Sweet Lou, you need to take the lead because, you know, obviously, in Tim Tetrick's defense, last week was so hard on Golden Receiver, parking Pet Rock at the Meadowlands. You know, there's a reason to not let Sweet Lou go. I mean, this horse is really good right now. Better Than Cheddar ends up coming first up, knocking heads with Sweet Lou. They pace that third quarter in 26-4. Then here comes the stretch. Here comes the closers, right? It's Pet Rock and David Miller. Slingshot home. 148-1. They get to the wire first. New track record for 4-year-old stallions at Tioga Downs, and actually it equaled the all-age track record there as well. Foiled again. He came home strong. He was second. Matt Kakaley was in the bike, and then Rockin' Cam was third. Great race.
Sunday's 5th at Tioga, not to be outdone, was a big race. It was the $184,000 Artist Cape for open mares, and there was a 4-horse Ron Burke entry. Number 1, Better Be Lucky with the Minister of Speed. 1A, Ginger and Fred with Dave Miller. 1B, Rocklamation with Yannick Gingras, and 1D, Camille with Matt Kakaley were 6-5. Number 4, the hard knock at Andrew Vett with Tim Tetrick was 2-1. And let's see this exciting call.
3/4, 119-4. And here they all come with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Back on the inside, Andrew Vett. On the outside, Big McDeal down the stretch, 6 and 7 wide on the outside. Here comes Camille. Camille on the outside. Matt Kakaley on the outside with Camille.
First, not enough can be said about Andrew Vett. Sheer speed, class, grit, and determination, and not an ounce of quitting that mare either. Andrew Vett cut the splits, ready for this 25-1 and 52-3, and just kept on rolling. Near the 3/4 in 119-4. Jody Jamison driving number 3, Big McDeal, who came out of the 2-hole and figured that Andrew Vett was toast. But surprise, surprise, she was not. Andrew Vett was not done and retook the lead after 119-4 for 3/4 before Fresh Pieces, Camille, and Rocklamation both came flying from the men's room to pass a tired Andrew Vett, but not by much, with Camille beating Rocklamation ahead in 148-3. Andrew Vett amazingly lived for third. What a beast. That's going to do it for us here at PA Harness Week for another exciting episode. And for all of us here, including Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Sharla McBride, and the lovely, ever so vivacious...
And bright.
And not to mention great.
Bright.
Oh, bright. I'm sorry.
And great.
See what happens when you get old? You can't hear as well. Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starts fast outside Eric Messenger.